this album was that. This is another album I was living in the South for. Um, that changed my ways of thinking when it came to Southern artists. I used to be strictly Def Jam. Um, anything Eastern, West Coast. I never really dealt with the South outside of like Scarface and at the time Cash Money, and No Limit. But yeah, these guys, man. So before like I do every joint, before I tell you about the album, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the people. So the people I'm talking about today is Andre Benjamin and Mr. Andre 3000 and Big Boi. OutKast, the Atlanta-based hip-hop duo, you know, emerged in the early 1990s, known for their electric style, innovative production, and, social conscious lyrics. That Dungeon family had some hitters back in the day. If you don't believe it or not, Future was one of them as well, before he turned into Future. Their early albums, Southern Playalistic, Cadillac, Music, ATLiens, Aquemini, established them as the pioneers in Southern hip hop. Now, the album I'm going to talk about today, Stankonia. Stankonia. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the back. My man Big Boi stayed in the Jersey. This is Erica Badu, Andre. When my man started going, rocking that shit, throwing that shit on. As you see on here, my man got the press out with the scarf on his, look like Jimi Hendrix look. But, this album was released October 31st, 2000. Stankonia is OutKast's fourth studio album, marked the departure from their previous sound, embracing a more experimental genre blending approach. This album title, combines stank, which meaning funky, with platonia, which symbolizes a futuristic utopia. So that's what the Stankonia. You had your stank, your dirty South, with your futuristic utopia look. So before we got Speakerboxx and all that, they were already starting to experiment with this album here. It was widely praised for its innovative production, lyrical depth, genre deafening sound, earning numerous accolades. It debuted at number 2 on Billboard 200, eventually going multi-platinum. You had hit singles like Miss Jackson, which won the Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group, and B.O.B. Bombs Over Baghdad, known for its high energy beats and rapid fire lyrics. Bomb over Baghdad. That was, yo. So shout out to my cousin Jamal. Me and him had went to see OutKast and for this album, and my man Andre 3000, he was out there, but we didn't think he was out there. It was just Big Boi at first. When he was out there, dressed in a goddamn astronaut outfit, helmet all the way to boots, and then he took his hat off. Took the helmet off. Of course, we all went crazy because he was actually there. We thought we was just getting an OutKast joint with no Andre 3000, and he went crazy. Then that boy went back, came back with like big furry boots and all that shit. Like he started that big red boot, yellow boot, all that. Andre 3000 started all that wild shit, and I'm telling you, like he don't get the credit for it. We keep praising Kanye for the wild shit, but Andre 3000 solidified the wild shit, bro. For real. Andre 3000 solidified the wild boy clothing and all that. But you know, this Stankonia helped redefine the boundaries of hip hop. It influenced artists across various genres and solidified OutKast's legacy as visionary artists. And that's a fact. If you listen to Stankonia and then listen to, other artists that came out of the South after them, you can hear the remnants of OutKast in Atlanta artists and even some of the artists as well from out of the South at that time. Now, when we talking OutKast, we want to talk about that rise to fame because these two brothers complemented each other very well. We always say that, not me, but a lot of people say that Andre 3000 is in that top 5 of hip hop artists dead or alive. And don't get me wrong, he killed that shit on Ocean. Frank Ocean, he killed this verse on, Beyonce. He kills his verses. Don't get me wrong. He kills his verse on the Killer Mike and Future joint. Like he kills his shit. He does what he does. He comes to eat and he makes sure the plate is empty. You get what I'm saying? And Big Boi also does the same thing, but for some reason, because Big Boi hasn't went on a hiatus like Andre did, that I don't think Big Boi gets the correct recognition that he should get outside of not doing the OutKast album. You get what I'm saying? Like, Big Boi lyrics complimented Andre 3000. Andre 3000 lyrics complimented Big Boi, which is the reason why their albums were always bangers, always good content, always something that you would listen to and let that shit go from top to bottom, right? But what I want to do today is recognize Big Boi, because Big Boi spits that shit and haven't stopped spitting that shit. Like he keeps doing it, but I think that the hiatus that Andre 3000 went on, and the last time we heard him was like on our album wise is Hey Ma, on Speakerboxx, and then he came back out with the Flute album. Don't get me wrong, that Flute album was cool. Like if you really try and chill, lay back, not trying to, you just trying to think. That album was a thinking album, long ass album, but it was a thinking album. You had water sounds, flute sounds, drum sounds, everything in that joint. But Big Boi is continuing to put out music, so I think that's where, we get a divide for him. And it's similar to like Hove. When Hove dropped like Andre 3000 joint, we want to rush to hear it. We want to hear what it is. We want to hear what it sounds like. But you got Myth Bleak that still does music, even when Hove isn't. And he just dropped a verse on Graph song Rockefeller Chain that just dropped this week. But if Hove dropped tomorrow, we're running for that. You know what I mean? But that rise of fame also came from ATLiens and Aquemini. Now, ATLien came out in 1996. The South Has Something to Say. OutKast's second album, showcasing a darker, more introspective sound, blending Southern hip hop and, with elements of spacey, futuristic funk. Now, tracks like Elevators, Me and You, if you're not sure what Elevators is, it demonstrated their lyrical complexity and unique style. Like ATLiens was definitely one of the joints that made me listen to them. But like I said, I didn't start listening to OutKast fully until I moved into the South to actually understand what they were saying. Southern playlist of Cadillac music always been a banger to me, but I just didn't understand it. And I'm a type of person that I like music for understand or relating. Hint why me and Eminem not close friends, because I just feel like I don't relate to him. But then also Aquemini came out in 1998. Now, the duo's third album, a critically acclaimed project that further solidified their reputation. Now, that album title is a, portmanteau to Andre 3000's zodiac sign, which is an Aquarius, like myself, big Aquarius, you heard, and Big Boy's Gemini. So they put that together, the Aquemini, symbolizing that artistic, synergy with hits like Rosa Parks. Y'all know that shit is bumping. The Art of Storytelling, Part 1, highlighted that innovative, approach and storytelling proudness. That's why I said like the South has something to say. Unique style. OutKast is renowned for that blending Southern hip hop with various, genres including funk, jazz, soul, and psychedelic rock. That music often features, intricate, social conscious lyrics, innovative, beats, and a willingness to experience with different sounds and styles. Now, this genre blending approach that they do help distinguish them from their peers and contribute to their last influence on hip hop and, music as a whole. Now, they said creating this Stankonia, they went for, the concept of, like I told you before, Stankonia combines the word stank, representing something funky and fresh, the dirty South, things like that, and Plutonia, which indicated, the futuristic land. It reflects OutKast's aim to push musical boundaries and created a distinctive soundscape. Now, that theme that they employed was, this album delved into a variety of themes. Political, tracks like B.O.B., Bombs Over Baghdad, touched on global conflict and political turmoil, personal struggles such as like Miss Jackson, that discussed the relationship issues and the complexities of personal life. Andre with Erykah Badu. If y'all didn't know that, that's what that song was about. And then social issues like gasoline dreams and toilet tissue. That's I ain't gonna hold you that. But anyway, addresses topics like poverty, substance abuse, and teen pregnancy. Now, on its production of Stankonia, it was recorded at the Stankonia Studios in Atlanta. The production involved a mix from live instrumentations and electronic beats, creating a dynamic and electric sound. The use of unconventional methods such as layering multiple genres and defining the album's innovative approach. And you have a lot of producers that, contribute to this. Of course, Organized Noise was gonna be on there. Then you have Earth Tone the Third and Mr. DJ, where Key is, they on the key shaping the album sound. Now, you had guest artists contributing to this album like Erykah Badu, Killer Mike, CeeLo Green, added depth and diversity on the tracks, and they just enhanced the album's electric nature. Now, like I said, tracks like B.O.B., it came with a energetic beat. This soundtrack featured a high tempo beat combining rapid gunfire drums, electric, guitar riffs, the futuristic, synthesizers, and creating just the electrifying and intense soundscape. Now, it also came with a political charged lyrics, lyrics that address global conflicts, political instabilities, and an urgency for change. A lot of the Atlanta rappers at that time were like Killer Mike, talked like this. It's a powerful commentary on the state of the world at that time. So, Bombs Over Baghdad was one of those. Then you had Miss Jackson. The song was inspired by Andre 3000's real life relationship with Erykah Badu and his struggles with co-parenting. The lyrics apologize to a fictionalized version of Erykah Badu's mother, addressing the complexities of love and breakup. The mainstream success of Miss Jackson became massive hit, topping Billboard Hot 100 and winning a Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group. Now, its catchy hook and relatable subject matters resonated with a wide audience. Sorry, Miss Jackson, ooh, I'm not right. I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard it, I was like, yo, this shit is slapping. So fresh and so clean. That laid back vibe, this track, characterized by a smooth, relaxed beat, sleek production. The lyrics celebrated the confidence and self assuredness of, emphasizing a cool and stylish demeanor. Now, So Fresh and So Clean became the anthem of swagger and self-confidence, widely quoted, referenced in the pop culture, hip-hop culture. Like, So Fresh and So Clean, like, that was sound corny now, but like, yo, I'm fresh and clean, bro. Like, we ready to hit the club up, yo. I'm so fresh, I'm so clean, bro. Like, we outside. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Now, other notable tracks like Gasoline Dreams, open up the album with a gritty look, and America's Dream, Dark Side, just addressing the environmental destruction of, society issues, bro. Then you had Spaghetti Junction. Now, that explains the challenges and realities of urban life with a focus on Atlanta's cultural landscape. Toilet Tissue, I ain't gonna lie, that's still one of my shits. It's a poignant narrative about teenage pregnancy, exploring the consequences and emotional struggles associated with it. And I think, like, at that time, that like women would just teens were just having babies, bang, 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 bang. A lot of my friends, a lot of my associate females was just having them joints. Homeboys was just having them as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Then Stankonia, Stank Love, the closing track, it encapsulates the album's, essence, blending funk, soul, and futuristic elements, symbolizing OutKast's, evasive spirit. Now, upon its release, though, Stankonia received a widespread critical acclaim for its innovative production, electric sound, and, just a bold theme. But critics praised OutKast for pushing the boundaries of hip-hop and created a genre-defining masterpiece. Now, this album right here, this one right here, the one I'm talking about right now, won a Grammy for Best Rap Album, and the track Miss Jackson won Best Rap Performance by a Duo Group. It was also featured on numerous year-end and decade-end lists of, publications like Rolling Stone, which included in their list of 500 greatest albums of all time. Stankonia also debuted number 2, like I said, on Billboard 200 and sold over 530,000 copies in its first week. Was major back in the day. The album eventually went quadruple platinum, 4 times. And this is when we had to go buy the album. You know what I'm saying? We had to, you really like this person, you know what I mean? Because you went and brought that album. It went quadruple, 4 times platinum, signifying, you know what I mean, signifying their sales for over 4 million copies in, United States alone. Now, signature milestones with this album, including Miss Jackson, B.O.B. and So Fresh, So Clean, performed well on various charts, further in cementing the album with supreme commercial success. Now, Stankonia for me, bro. Stankonia for me. It's one of those albums that I started sitting down listening to and appreciating the cultural impact that it did for me. Now, Stankonia is also credited with expanding the sonic, possibilities of hip-hop, blending elements of funk, rock, and electronic music. It also, what else? Like, just the revolutionary album, just it evolved for OutKast as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so in their pocket of, reshaping the landscape of Southern hip hop, being pioneers of it, and things like that, that they went on to create later Speakerboxx and The Love Below, which released in 2003. That double album showcased their distant styles, like I was saying, from Big Boi and Andre 3000. Speakerboxx focused on Big Boi's Southern hip hop, roots, while Love Below explore Andre 3000's electric mix of funk, jazz, and pop. And the album was critical, and gained, commercial success, earning them a Grammy for the album of the year, which produced hits like Hey Ya and The Way You Move. I like the way you move. Ooh, ooh, ooh. With my man Sleepy Brown on the hook. But their solo careers and other ventures, Big Boi released several solo albums, including, Sir Lucius, Left Foot, the son of Chico Dusty, Vicious Lies, and Dangerous Rumors, which continue to receive acclaim for his, innovative sound and lyrical prowess. You know, Andre 3000 focused on acting and guest appearances on tracks and various artists. Um, though he also released a solo album. His contributions through music, through features of, you know, work in film and television kept him in public's eye. You know, and like I said, he dropped the flute, the flute album, which was called I Really Wanted to Rap or something like that. Which was like I said, it was dope. But in this video, you know, I just wanted to explore the creation of OutKast's groundbreaking album, you know, Stankonia, explaining, you know, just explaining and examining its concept, themes, you know, production process, and key tracks. We also in this album just discuss like this album's critical and commercial success, profound cultural impact, and you know, just wanted to, you know, give OutKast some shine for that Stankonia, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people won't talk about Stankonia as the other ones, but they love a Stankonia because of the songs that's on there. Now, personally, I believe Stankonia is a masterpiece that not only pushed the boundaries of hip hop, but also reshaped the entire music landscape. I believe its innovative sound, bold themes and duo, you know, unique creativity make it a timeless classic, man. Stankonia is a timeless classic, and I love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite tracks from Stankonia? How was the album impact to you? And share your, you know, opinion on the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share, you know, leave a comment, share it, you know, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where we dive into more iconic albums and that you know, and that histories. Thank you for watching, man. See you next time. Peace.